So the business is called Albertsons Media Collective. It is the retail media practice for the Albertsons companies, which is, a lot of people don't know this, it is a amalgamation or a collective of about 14 different grocery brands. And so some people know the Albertsons grocery stores, but there's also Safeway, Jewel-Osco, the list goes on. And it's a very large company that knows about 106 million consumers that come into their stores multiple times in a week. So we have real high frequency. We know a lot of adult U.S. consumers, and Albertsons is actually what we like to call a late mover, which is our advantage to the retail media space because they used to outsource it. And now they understand the strategic importance of it in terms of being able to better serve their customers, their vendors, so their vendor partners, and then also just for the company itself to be able to have a growth engine that can fuel a lot of the other transformation they need to do as a grocer. So it's super exciting to be at a company at that scale that is a reasonably white canvas for us to come in and build off of what the retail media networks have done before.
So tell us about your integration with the buying world and this new arrangement with the trade desk.
Yeah, so if you look at the history of what retail media networks have done to date, and the history is short, it's a reasonably new category, but it's obviously white hot here at Cannes this week for sure. It's a hot topic. And a lot of the other retail media networks create their own DSP that you have to go to them in order to be able to place a media buy. And what we're hearing in the industry is that media buyers don't need another platform that they have to click into. They want retail media networks to integrate into the places where they're making other buying decisions. And so we're running a pilot with the trade desk where we're integrating our audiences and our measurement capability into their platform, so it's just easier access to the media community to be able to integrate ourselves into one of the biggest platforms that they're already transacting off of.
At Cannes, there's so much conversation about commerce. Is that because of the availability of data? Is it because consumers have changed through the pandemic? Like, what's going on?
It's a little bit of all of that. I think that, you have kind of this confluence of circumstances. You've got data privacy putting a lot of pressure on the data sources that have been serving the marketing industry for a long time. A lot of those data sources will actually vanish as cookies start to come out of the market. So people are looking for scaled audiences, and then you have a partner like the Trade Desk who has this beautiful ID graph that they've built that allows us to be able to integrate into their programs really easily. But you also have the changing customer habits where they're shopping omni-channel, they're starting with digital and then they're ending in the store. So the connection between digital and buying decisions that are made and then how that transfers into the real world is a significant customer behavior that is not emerging. It is now a pattern and a behavior and a habit.